Oh yeah, I am excited. I'm excited. This is the final wrap of Young and Earning Summit, and we have someone amazing to put the topping on the entire thing today. I'm excited to be here with my own friend. I call her my friend, someone who is championing a fantastic course in the dental space. So I have with us here Gloria Kasi Arinze. She used to be Gloria Kasi Odama. That was when I knew her when she was a single Pringle. Now she is
Yeah.
a married woman with a son. So I'm glad that I have Gloria here. Good to be doing this with her. I think I knew Gloria. I think I met you or knew you 3 or 5 years ago. I can't remember, but I think it's been quite a long while knowing you
Yes, it's been.
on this space. Okay, guys. So as usual, as you are coming in, please do let us know where you are tuning in from. If you're in Nigeria, let's know that you are in Nigeria. If you're outside of Nigeria, let us know that you are outside of Nigeria. We want to welcome you on this final day of the summit. This is the 22nd conversation that I'm
Day.
having, second
Yeah.
showcase, 22nd day of this Young and Earning Summit. It's been on from the 1st of December till now, the 22nd of December. I mean, you should give us some accolades. We have been showcasing and spotlighting amazing individuals who are doing fantastic work in this space. All right, so today I have with me Gloria Kasi Arinze, and she is a powerful individual. She's doing amazing. I mean, I'm going to be fighting her questions regarding all the things that I've been seeing her do in the space. As you can see, she's smiling, has a very beautiful smile. Is always exposing her teeth, so that you know that she's a dental specialist, right?
Oh my god.
And she taught me also how to smile wide. Back then I used to have plaques on my teeth, and she was the one that helped me to deal with that. And now I can smile, every time people see me. So I'm glad to have Gloria here in the house with me on this live stream. Gloria, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the privilege. I really do appreciate it.
You how have your exams been now? You've been able to smash all your stuff, right?
Yes, yes. Completed already. And I'm well
Great.
rested too.
I think I was hearing a female voice in the background. Was that your husband helping you to prop up or something?
Yes, he was helping me to set up. I'm actually seated at his studio, so he was
Oh,
helping me to set up every other thing and be sure we are
well, that's
okay.
good. Kudos to all
Yes.
the men who are helping the women in their lives. All the women who are carrying their wives'
Yes.
business in their head. Kudos to them. My regards to him. I've not met him before, but tell him that I have ultimate regard for him and all the things that he's doing
All
behind the
right.
scenes to help you on this path. Okay, so let's jump into it. I've known you quite a while. I've known a few things about you, and we have written about your bio and all. So, but then maybe there could be other things that we need to know about you and the work that you do. So, please go ahead and tell us how you started out on this journey, from your childhood, what you did to your university up on this level, and then we will depend on that to enter into the crux of the conversation for today. By all means, go ahead, man.
Okay. Hey, good day, everyone. This is Gloria Kasi, the dental therapist that just loves to talk about your teeth. Anytime you see this beautiful face, just know it's time to learn one or two things about your teeth. But the journey didn't start with me knowing I was going to be a teeth person, right? I was so confused growing up. Like, if you had asked me then when I was much more younger, I would tell you I wanted to be a lawyer. That was what I wanted to, you know, be at that time. But life kept happening, and I didn't even end up in an art class. I ended up in sciences. So, well, I was saying, okay, I didn't want anything medical at first. I was saying, okay, let's try engineering. That was what I thought I wanted at that time. When I left secondary school, I had written JAMB and all. I wanted to attend Futo or Nekede because of the engineering thing I thought I had passion for then. But I kept getting disappointed because truly I don't like calculations and I don't know how you want to do it. You don't like calculations and you want to do engineering. How does that tally? All right. So at some point, I didn't get admission the first year I left school, the second year, the third year. I think the fourth year too, I didn't get it. I stayed at home for quite some time. And at such moments of your life, I don't know, for those that have actually experienced it, you tend to become desperate, because then most of the people you left secondary school with are already graduating, depending on the course they went for. All right. And you are still a jam bite. You're still trying to find your feet. You don't even know your bearing, So I remember one time, I think that was Nekede. Nekede gave me library science, and I was just up for anything. I just wanted to just enter school. I wanted to be, an undergraduate. But then I called my elder sister the day I saw my name on the list. I told her, they said I didn't have XYZ, so they are moving me to library science department. What she said to me wasn't what I was expecting. She just asked me, where are you at the moment? I told her where I was at that time. She then said, okay, what time is it? I think it was still around 2 p.m. or thereabout. That was in Owerri. It was happening. And then we were residing in Enugu. She just said I should look for the nearest shuttle within the school, board it, and find my way to Enugu. That there is no how I was going to do library science. Oh my God. Like, I wept my eyes out. I'm like, this thing that we've been looking for all this while, at least this is better than not having anything at all. That was what I told her. There was nothing to even argue. I was just trying to, negotiate, and she said there's nothing like that. I should just board a bus and just start coming back to Enugu. And that was how I left it till the next year. I wrote another jam. I said, okay, since engineering didn't work, let's just try medical course. Let's just try a medical course. That was when I had to change the course of study and everything, and I had to put dental a related course. Fortunately, I got it that year. But that was not what I wanted. That wasn't what I thought I wanted. I thought I wanted to do maybe biochemistry or just all of these other, not dental, all of these other biomedical courses. So that was how I wasn't so excited rather. My mom was telling me, okay, since we are waiting for UNIU, because UNIU was where I applied for the biochemistry, then dental school for dental therapy. She was like, okay, since we are still waiting, why don't we just resume the registration for this other one while we are waiting for UNIU? And it made sense to me. I'm like, okay, there's no harm in doing that. Let me just get started with this one. That's how first semester passed, second semester passed, and I just found myself studying dental therapy. You never called back until now. So you see the twists and everything that just happened. But then, like they say, anywhere you are, you make the most out of it. I just decided, okay, since all this rigmaroling and all this trial and failures and all of those things, since I'm here now, why don't I just give it my best and just see where this thing goes? That's how we started the dental stuff. I started studying and we finished. I wrapped up and it was time for internship. Even as at that time when it was time for internship, because usually at my school, once you finish studying, it will take you like 1 year. That is a necessity. 1 year to go and intern in a hospital facility, right? So you go there, learn things, just outside of school experience for 1 year before you are even ready to go for service. That's a requirement. If you don't do that, you're not supposed to serve, right? Serve the country, Nigeria. So that's how I got here, And even at those periods of uncertainties and all of those things, I still didn't think, when I was already in the dental line, I still didn't think I was going to practice this. because something you felt you wanted and it's not what you have at the end of the day. I was just telling myself, okay, let's just be that I have a degree, first degree, then later on we can find something else doing and all of those things. But then at some point, I think it was even in 200 or 300 level, I just started having a change of mind. Oh wow, there's really something in this dental line. I think we should just put interest in it and just see where it's taking us to. And then I started seeing some people doing beautiful things on social media in the dental line. I'm like, oh wow, so there are really things like this in Nigeria. Okay. That was when I started having a change of mind, okay, to put in my very best. Like, just let's see where this thing takes us to. And we are here today. So I think that's just basically it for now. So that's how we got here. That's how we got here, sir.
That's absolutely fantastic, man. Your story is beautiful to listen to. Your story is absolutely beautiful to listen to. When I traveled to Italy, back then in Italy, during the weekend, you find Italians say, I'm going to see my dentist. I'm going to see my I'm going to book for. I'm like, the heck are these people? I mean, to go and be doing
What's
teeth?
this?
Are these people okay? This? Una they meant? I mean, of all things, you gotta be checking what that you're going to check. And then sometimes look at their teeth. Nothing, I can't find anything wrong with the teeth, but they keep going to check, keep going to meet their doctors, have a dental appointment. I'm like, you guys, given what I don't know how it is, I feel that it's a different ball game over here in Nigeria. It's only when it has gotten to the point of pain where our teeth are giving us pain, our tooth is maybe there's a hole inside, then we need to extract it, that people tend to go to see their dental therapists or doctors. Um, how can you say it has been in Nigeria for you, working with Nigerians and our attitude towards our dental health?
Okay, the truth is, a lot of my colleagues don't want to practice because it's tough, right? When I say it's tough, is it's dental practice or dental care is more receptive in like Western countries than Nigeria. Just like you said, a lot of people believe that it's until the pain is now excruciating, like until it's now you now wake up to a swollen jaw or something very grave happens. That's when you now get to start looking for help, start running helter skelter. But like you just said, dental care is something that everyone should embrace, both children, both adults. But just like a few weeks ago, somebody booked an appointment for her aged parents. I think both of them are in their 80s or thereabouts. For the first time, and they were having a dental checkup done for the first time. Imagine over 80 years of their lives. Imagine the state of their teeth. Imagine the plaques. Imagine the problems, you and some of those things, for those that already have problems, would have been prevented or even treated. If they made it a habitual thing to always visit the dentist. But here, it's more like it's luxury, except those that are well traveled, that have seen, oh really, every 4 to 6 months I should be able to go to my dentist and just know what's going on. That is the ideal thing. Whether or not you have pain, you just walk in to the dental clinic. Okay, please, I want to just check my mouth. I don't have any pain. I don't feel anything. I just want to see or know what's going on there. That's the ideal thing to do. But it's not so. We have to wait till everything is now so bad. You keep trying the herbal therapy rather, or the drugs, the herbal drugs that they give you. They tell you to just gargle with one, keep it on this side or keep it on this other side. And the more you're doing those things, the more the damage is getting worse. Some people say it's getting worse. But that's the truth. One thing people don't know is that when your tooth or tooth is one, teeth is more than one. When they start hot, they don't. It's an indication when your teeth or tooth starts to hot. It's an indication that something is wrong somewhere and it needs to be fixed. Tooth or aching tooth, sorry, don't heal themselves. When a tooth starts hurting, it doesn't heal itself just magically like that. It's an indication most times that, oh, just like you're trafficating, you want to take a turn or turn to somewhere else. You're trying to alert people, I'm going this direction, I'm going this direction. It's same when it comes to your teeth. It's telling you when it starts to hurt, it's telling you there's something wrong with me here. I need you to take care of it. I need you to look at it, check it out. Let's see what's going on here. That's what it does. You wake up and hair hurts you. Sometimes you wake up with blood in your mouth. Sometimes you wake up with a swollen gum. Things like that. It doesn't just happen. Like I always say, a healthy tooth does not hurt. If it's healthy, there's nothing to make it hurt. There's nothing to make it pain you. So but then we would have to wait. And sometimes when we are even doing the talks, trying to tell people, they tell you, beg, leave those things. If we just want to eat our money. But if there is nothing in your mouth, like if there's no problem in your mouth, there's no how we can impose it on you. It's not something that you say, let me go and bring tooth decay and put in your mouth. I don't know if you understand that. You can't bring it and put. If it's not there, it's not there. If you don't have a hole, if you don't have a cavity, which is a hole, we can't just get it from somewhere and put it on you. It has to be there. So we are really trying, for those of us practicing, to have Nigerians change that mindset that it's actually very safe, to visit the dental clinic. Just know what's going on. Even children, as little as we say from their first birthdays, as long as the baby has teeth in the mouth already, just come and check. Let's see what's even going on. Let's see those beautiful teeth shooting off the board. Let's see if it's in alignment, if everything is going on well. And if peradventure there is something you, the parent of the child, needs to look out for, we start to tell you ahead of time, oh, this is something you need to watch out for, and all of those things. And there are some people that have toothache that is hereditary in their home or in their lineage, So it's just, we can help you prevent your child or your children from having such experiences. So there are a whole lot of things. It's not, and then again, people believe that once you have a tooth problem and you run to the dentist or get to check your teeth at a good dental clinic, that the only option available is spa removal. That's a fallacy and that's a myth. It's not true. So these are some of the things that we've believed over time. And then again, I often share it on my Facebook page as well, like how dentistry was practiced back in the day. It will look like they are going to slaughter you. Somebody is holding you down here, another person is holding you down here, somebody else is holding your neck, and the doctor then is trying to use his equipment rather, yes, to extract or do something. Just seeing it alone, the sight alone is troubling, right? So, but it's not that way anymore. This is 21st century. A lot of things have changed. Please, fellow Nigerians, a lot of things have really, really changed. It's not as bad as you believed or you believe it is. If you have your time, probably this festive period, just walk into a dental clinic and see how beautiful most of the places look like now. We are incorporating something like a spa-like treatment in most dental clinics. So you just think you're coming to have your spa session and all of that. But the only thing is that is the teeth. We are taking care of your teeth and all. So you don't have to be held as though they are going to crucify you. There are a lot of things that have changed. But gradually we are getting there. But it's tough, sir. The truth is that Nigerians have not fully embraced it, except probably now, people will be like, okay, I want that kind of celebrity smile. I want the celebrity smile. People are not getting to be conscious of it. So sometimes what most people really want to now do is either a cosmetic treatments just to have their teeth sparkling and white, you know. But it's only a few that really care about their teeth. That's why a lot of colleagues of mine that I know don't want to practice. It's better they go into catering or any other fashion designing and all of those things that they know that can keep bringing them, you know, monies and all of that. But it's tough. Let me just wrap it up there. It's tough, but we are trying our best. We're trying, really trying.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doc. So, guys, you're here right now. Please go ahead and share this live stream. Okay, there's a link, there's a share button beneath the frame of the video that you're watching. Just tap the share button and share it. If you're watching us on Facebook, share. If you're watching us on LinkedIn, please go ahead and share. And we'll be grateful and glad that you did so. Welcome. If you're joining us right now, please let us know where you are tuning in from. Go invite your friends, invite your family members, people in your circle, your counterparts, your business associates. This is a good time, a great time for us to listen to this conversation that I'm having currently now with Gloria Kasi. All right. So thank you so much for what you've shared so far with us. My next question that I want to ask you is, regarding your dental health, I see that your works in the dental space. You're doing something remarkably different. I mean, you are showing up in the way that others don't show up. You use comedy, you use fun stuff, you use teaching, and you consistently enlighten your audience about the issues of dental. Why did you decide to go that path? Why don't you go the path of being conservative, the way we know doctors to be? You know, they are quite conservative. They don't want to show themselves. They are always prim and proper. But you went out of and started doing what is not the norm. Why did you decide to do that?
Okay. At first, I didn't start off like that. You know, they tell you there are ethics to every profession, which is true. But then, this is Nigeria one, and not just being Nigeria, this is Nigeria, and you have to find out the environments where, like, where you're residing or where you are and what works for them. If you're always this mean kind of person, you're talking about your teeth has to be this one has to be this one. Yes, there are some people that may pick up one or two things and all. But I don't just want some people, you know, the dental teachings I have is for everybody, both the young, the old, the aged, you know. I don't just want a people to know about their where. So for some time, the mean, ethical, you know, this one, you have to brush twice in a day, you have to buy a good brush, you have to do this. And at some point, I'm like, we can tweak this thing around, though. So I had to try. I think I started out with, and I noticed that this was more than the ones I've been, and I look way serious. I just figured, okay, looks like this one is working, right? So it's not like I'm going, I'm not following the ethical standard. The only thing is that I'm just trying to make it fun. I'm just trying to make it look like something people want to watch. I believe that some people will just be like, this guy is always talking plenty English, and you know. But there is a way you bring it down to Nigerian level that okay, they are laughing, no, but they are learning that you shouldn't be brushing your teeth, you know. You're laughing, no, and you're telling them them something is wrong. So I just said, okay. Even at some point, I had to do the Dibia kind of dressing, just something out of the norm. But it paid off, or it's paying off, because people will be like, oh, that girl, anything they want to talk about. Sometimes I just wake up to people tagging me to different posts and all of those things, which were not always like that when I was trying to be very ethical, like very mean and all of those things. So I just said, okay, it's better we stay here. Staying here is much better than being as though you're a lecturer. You're trying to lecture people, and all of those things. So I just moved with what I know Nigerians wanted, because this is where I want to now be. I had a lot of time trying to go, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Oh, I shouldn't. Am I sure this is what I want to do? But now I know this is what I want to do. Why not just go all out and find out ways to get people? Because this message is not for me. If it's me, I already know what I need to know, right? But I want to pass on this message to people. And these people I'm passing it on to, for the time being, I'm residing in Nigeria. And this is a different terrain. I don't have to look all prim and proper every other time just to talk seed business. All right. So that's how I just had to try out this one, try out that one. Sometimes I just come out looking like one. Sometimes I'm asking myself, is this really you? But then it's paying off, because people are getting the message. My aim is for people to get the message, one, and to implement it and get better. Let their dental hygiene improve. And then again, as a dental therapist, the core of my job is to help people prevent dental related diseases, right? We call that is a part of dentistry called preventive dentistry. That is my own section. That's where I'm based at the moment. So instead of people, of course, we all must have heard prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure, right? So that is my area. So I help you to prevent those problems from even coming in the first place, right? So that you don't even get to start running helter-skelter at or in the long run. I just help to tell you, okay, do this. As simple as they feel, as simple as you think they are, they help you prevent a whole lot of complications in the long run. So that's how I got to move away from the serious Gloria Kasi to the funny, to the cheerful, kind of dental therapist. I'm just trying to help people learn what they need to learn and all of those things, and it's paying off. That's the truth.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Someone is asking a question. I think you can answer the question before we move on. He said, I had an accident and lost one of my front tooth. I really want to fix it. What should I do?
I had an accident and I lost. Oh, I didn't catch that.
I had an accident and lost one of my.
Okay. Yes, it's very much possible. It's very much possible, but the truth is you can't help yourself where you are. You have to visit a dental clinic within your location. You have to visit a dental clinic within your location. There are so many types of treatments, or so many treatments or dental procedures that could help fix that. If it's if the tooth is completely lost, right? You can get a crown, can get an implant, depending on the position and how it is. So, but I can't really tell you you should go for implants or you should go for denture. Denture is like the false tooth, the one you remove, you fix, and when you want to sleep at night, you remove. Then in the morning, when you want to go out for your activities, you fix them. You fix it back on. So there are different types depending on the location, depending on what you want. Because at an ideal clinic, you will be told the various or the possible dental treatments available, right? So you get to decide with your dental care provider, the one you want at that moment. Sometimes people will be like, okay, I'm not actually psychologically ready for the major treatments like implants and all. So let's start with the denture. That's the false teeth. So they have to take your impression and all of those things and fabricate a false tooth. Nobody gets to know. It's just between you and I, like you and the dental provider, that okay, this is not the actual your actual teeth, right? So you just fix it when you want to go out for occasions, your job and daily activities. Then when you want to sleep at night, we always advise you pull out, put in water and all of those things, wash it so that it doesn't get to smell and harbor a whole lot of dirts and microorganisms. So there are treatments available. The truth is, for every dental challenge you have, God has so blessed us, and a lot of things are still coming up. But for the time being, that there are always solutions. There's always a solution for any kind of dental problem you feel you have. But the only thing is that you don't have to stay back. It won't come. The solution won't come looking for you in your home or at your convenience. So you have to go look for a good dental clinic within your location. Probably with a dental, you can fix it and get your smile back on. It's possible.
Okay, thank you so much for that response. Thank you very much. The next thing I want to ask you is this: you have been able to write 4 books. You've written 4 books, right? Why did you decide to write a book? What's your mission? Regarding writing books. And for those who are also professionals in this game or in a different industry respective fields, is it important? Is it pertinent that they should author books? Let's know.
Okay, I feel it's writing of books or putting your knowledge in book format. You know, it's a legacy. That's what I believe. There are some people that may never watch my videos. There are some people that may never come across every other thing I do on social media. But there are others that read my books, right? And for dentistry, there are a whole lot of concerns people have, right? Like one of my books is titled Toothbrushing is Not Enough. When you even hear the title, you are like, ha. Maybe they said once you brush your teeth, everything is going to be all right. How is this one now telling us that toothbrushing is not enough? So there is this curiosity that sparks up in your head, like, oh, so even this brushing they are telling me to brush morning and night before I sleep is not even enough. Okay, let me even see why it's not enough. Right. So there are people, I've talked about these things on my platforms and all, but there are people that will never, or even if, okay, I believe now I'm also getting to meet a lot of people on this platform, or some people are getting to know me or see me or even hear my message for the first time. And probably when you go to Dawn's page now, you see Gloria Kasi Arinze and you click, it takes you to my page. You would have to really scroll or to search to see some things that I've talked about in the past. But when you get to see, I have a compilation of books talking about different things that I've usually talked about, and things that have been of concern to people. Like it's easy to get access to it. If for people that have bad breath, I have another book on fix that bad breath. So you know that, oh, this is my problem or this is the challenge I'm having at the moment. Oh, and she has a solution to it. She has a book that talks about what I can do to get off it. You just go for that particular one, because truth is, it's not every post I share every time that may be pertinent to you as an individual. So, but then if I put this knowledge that I have in dentistry, break it down into different segments, then when somebody comes to my page and he or she is having a particular need, it's easier to say, okay, let me even see she has a product. relating or addressing such issue. So I thought about it, and then meeting you the dawn too. I'm like, I've always been postponing, okay, we will do it, we will do it, until I attended one of your um I've forgotten, but I attended, I think it was the one of 2K one time. You know, the push, the challenge you gave us and all, told us to write and you would put it down and all of those things. That's how I was able to come up with that toothbrushing is not enough, you know. And people get curious. Oh wow, so toothbrushing is really, really not enough. I say yes, it's not enough. And this is what I've been saying, you know, preaching long message on, you know, social media, trying to be prim and proper, doing this one. So one thing I also learned from you, the Dawn, is that, you know, in this in marketing, sometimes the videos may not work, sometimes the writings may not work. So you keep doing different things that are in alignment to the goal that you want to achieve. So it's not just saying, oh, like me personally, I love to write, right? I love to write. Sometimes when I started back in the days, like being very conscious of things I post on social media, I used to write a lot. Like, you come to my page, you keep reading, oh, you know, I used to write. But then there are people read it too, but the engagement is not as when I try to tweak it around. That same thing I wrote, either I do it in a comical form or just find another way. You know, don't be too predictable that every time she's coming, she's going to give us a 3-page you know, essay on what she wants to talk about. It will look like we are copying notes in the classroom area and all of those things. So I just try to have my own quota out there. In this new year, God helping me, I'm still going to write the ones on parents, like for parents or intending parents. You know, I've also noticed that people find it difficult to help their toddlers, infants and toddlers, brush their teeth, and I have that solution there. You know, even when I come to make a post on social media like this, I may not be able to articulate, or even on live view like this, I may not be able to articulate everything at that point in time that I'm talking. But when I'm writing a book, you don't, even if I give myself a target, like I want this book to be ready in 5 days. I have ample time to make research, you know, make corrections and all of those things. I will have more time to gather more facts, feed people what they actually want, more than when I just do a 30 minutes or even 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes is for live views like this or thereabout, but most times when you're doing those, I'm doing those comical videos, it's not usually more than 1 hour. Sorry, what is 1 hour? 1 minute. You know, so that people will get the message on the go. So the aim of writing is that I believe nobody's going to stay in this world forever. So is your quota to the world. You know, people get to find you. Oh, really? So this lady did XYZ when she was here. So for my fellow medical people, you know, we can actually still stick to the ethics of our profession, but wherever you are, find out, listen, just put your ear to the ground and find out what the people in those areas want. Why is it that most of these celebrities or the comedians that we usually watch and are glued to their pages every time get so much engagement? Because Nigeria is not such a serious, you know, minded people population. We want things to, there are a lot of problems already. We want to ease off, we want to learn, we want to, you know, just laugh. People even help you put it on their WhatsApp status, you know, without you telling them, please now help me, please now help me. You know, like the likes of Aproko Doctor now. You know, you just see people that are not even medical people, but just putting up his, you know, contents and videos everywhere. That's the aim, because that's message you have as a medical professional, irrespective of your area, is not for you, it's for people. So you have to feed the people what they want so that you get what you need at the end of the day, right? So that's how I began to say it. I do maybe probably with time I can even get into podcasting or any other thing. And sometimes what was that again? I've actually had people reach out to say, oh, they want to give you a role, a movie role, and all of those things, possibly when it's related to my field. So you see, if I was just the serious lecturer kind of person, they wouldn't really know that I even have acting skills that can still deliver that message you want. Imagine giving me a movie role that I'm a dental professional and I'm telling people, because people have this mindset that you're going there, they are going to crucify you. And I'm the dental professional in that movie trying to, do my job and still tell people how it's been done or what they should expect. When it happens like that, it helps me reach a wider audience, not just that my family and friends and Facebook 4,000 contacts. I need more than 4,000 people to listen to my message and get liberated from whatever it is that they've always believed is the way to it when it comes to dental hygiene. So a better way to say it is just to spread your tentacles, right? As long as you know what you're doing is ethical, just find a way to appeal to the audience that you have. You don't have to be stiff-necked, like it has to be like this. Me, I know they like smile. I know they like follow people, they yarn anyhow. If you begin to they talk anyhow with people now, they will begin to disrespect you. If you are like that, you just stay in that your small corner and doing that your small thing and be earning that your small money. I don't want it like that. I want a place that I enter, like these people get to know, recognize, oh, this is the lady that talks about the teeth. Oh, thank you so much. One or two of your teachings have actually helped me. It gives me fulfillment, right? Even the exams I was writing few weeks back that made me move my session to this last day, I'll just walk into the exam hall and people are like, oh, Gloria Kasi. Yeah, Gloria Kasi. And I'm like, Jesus, so really? People are getting to know me like that and all. So I don't want to just be a champion in my local village or in my community. I want to be a global icon and spreading. This is a message worth it. So my medical professionals, my fellow medical professionals, whatever line or field, wherever you are, wherever you're dealing with or you're working on, your message is genuine, right? Is professional, right? And you want to make money and impact as well. What's the need hiding it? Or what's the need just playing local or playing small? Yes, you can start small, but then you have to find a way, find ways, not just a way, just find ways. Try one at a time. Because when the idea for the ebook came, okay, I said, okay, let's start with this. Toothbrushing is not enough. I think I even brought the topic. I think I had like three topics, titles rather, to caption the book. And I remember I showed you then on the platform that we paid for then, and I was asking, sometimes you want to, because you're a professional, you want to say how to brush your teeth so that this one down. No, it's not. It was from you I learned that you have to, tweak your titles around so that once anybody sees it, it's difficult to look past it. They just want to say, oh, really? This is really catchy. Yeah. So toothbrushing is really not enough. And these people are just disturbing us to be brushing twice a day and all of those things. So you told me I should go for toothbrushing is not enough. And that was what I went for. And yes, people get to see it and like, sometimes when I'm promoting it, I'm running Facebook ads on it, people are coming to Messenger to ask me that they have so or XYZ problems. Even the reviews that came from the book, most people are like, in just because that my ebook is just to be writing plenty books that people don't read. I'm not reading it. I'm not writing it as though they are going to pass exams. So I make it one fun. I make it short. I use the English we understand It's not to be speaking.
Gloria, can you refresh? Can you
Hey,
refresh your? Gloria, can you refresh your network? Because his worries is can you log
so
off
that
and refresh your network?
you will know that
Did you
I'm
hear me?
a professional. I will tell you is gingivitis, is you are having this like because it's writing or writing books for a different audience ahead, then we all go professional. But now I have a mixed audience. I have different, people from different places just coming to check what you're doing. And I don't have to blow grammar that will get them confused now. So the books are just so easy, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put all the information you have regarding a subject. Like, or maybe when I want to say talk about those bleeding, I have to write about bleeding, this one, that one. If that's what you want to do and it works for you, fine. But personally, I like to split it. This one we are talking about brushing, this other one we are talking about helping our infants and toddlers, so that people will easily get the message and move on, not the one they will have to start flipping in less than 20 minutes. You're done with the toothbrushing is not enough. You just understand, you just know what to do. The point is understand, know what to do, then action. So that is what actually one of the things I actually learned from Mr. Emeka Nobis. I'm like, okay, instead of just saying it has to be like this, and I'm trying them out. I'm trying when I learn, because it's not just enough to learn or buy courses and all of those things. After you've bought, what next? What do you do with it? So in my own way, I'm trying it out and it's working. I'm like, okay, so my fellow people, it's possible. Let's spread these medical messages across border, like in our different fields. Let people get to understand. There's also another lady that talks about hepatitis and all of those things. Blood pressure, not hepatitis, blood pressure. So many misconceptions people have regarding it. She just simplifies it in such a way that anybody that picks up her product or any of her resources understands what it really is. Because then the truth is, out there is this belief people have. And in here, for us being the professionals, there is the thing we know is the right thing. So, but who takes this right thing or the right message to the people that need it out there? It's still us. Except that's not what you want to do. But if that is really what you want to do, you have to find a way to penetrate people, to get their attention and let them listen to the message you have to offer them. Be it writing, be it teaching, be it showing up in occasions. Now I go for occasions, and most times just see what I'm wearing. Let's talk about your teeth or something dental or something teeth related. People, there's this curiosity that I create in people's heads, and like, okay, some people just walk up to me when I wear the one I have on. Let's talk about your teeth. Hey, this place. That's somebody that would never have walked up to you to say, I have XYZ wrong with my teeth. Right? So I'm just being intentional. I learned from the likes of Don Emeka Nobis, and I'm trying it out, and I'm seeing that this is not just word of mouth. This is not just somebody telling you what is not working. They tell you, when you read some of these information on their platforms, calm down, break it down depending on the message you have to offer, and find. Sometimes you try this one, it doesn't work, you try another one. You just keep trying it, and at the end of the day you see the one that works best for you, right? I think that's okay.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, you've added. I write books, but you've added some thoughts to me now regarding writing books. So I'm releasing a training on the 25th of this month, and that particular training is just video training, right? And I'm excited that it's going to happen. But then I'm thinking, okay, those videos can be converted into full books. There are 30 videos, and each one of them can be a chapter. So imagine that I talk about the title of the chapter of the book, and then I 2 pages or 3 pages. That's 3 pages multiplied by 30. That's 90 pages, which can become a
Wow.
small book that people can read. But definitely, I know that each chapter will be able to do more than 3 pages, maybe 4 pages. By the time you multiply that 120. And I know there are other things. Those are just few things that I put together in a video. I know that there are other things that I should have put in the video that I will still put down. I mean, by the time I've written that book, I could have like 200 pages of the book, and people can buy it. So thank you for sharing your thoughts on that particular issue. Okay, so you do your mobile clinic, you move around. Tell us how you market yourself, because for a lot of individuals who are in the medical space, many of them have issues with marketing themselves, promoting themselves, because I don't know this thing that you guys have about promotion. You don't put a billboard, you don't do this and all that stuff. But then, yet, I don't know. I don't know. Tell us, how is it that people who are in the medical field can market themselves without actually marketing themselves? And yeah, give us your takes, and particularly how you do it.
Okay. Um, Usually, like you said, we are not really. Uh, it's not allowed that you come out and say, come to my clinic. It's the best clinic in the whole wild world, you know, or put up billboards and all of those things. But then, social media has given us an edge, to tweak things around without getting into trouble. So what we do now is, as I'm educating you, I'm telling you that there is solution and you can get the solution here. Peradventure you're within my area or my location. So what I do is, at first, like I said, I didn't know I was going to practice. But then as life kept happening, immediately I finished from school, I needed to go for my 1 year internship. Usually it's difficult. The truth is that it's difficult getting into the internship space with in a government owned hospital, like the likes of teaching hospitals, across the country. So usually people wait for sometimes 2 3 years upon graduation so that they are selected, because usually you have to go write, you purchase the form, write an exam, and wait to either be picked. So, and is a 50-50. It's not even a 50, it's not even up to 50-50 chance. So you don't even know if you'll be picked. So every year people just keep doing rinse and repeat. You go to this hospital, you try, write this hospital, write, because you know that without doing that, you won't be able to go for NYSC. From there, move on with your life, right? So it's just like you going to school and you did not really finish. Most times when you go for that NYSC, that's when they know that you've been certified, right? So what I did in those moments while I was still trying to get the government hospital to pick me or accept me for internship, was to travel. I left Enugu, I traveled to Lagos, right? And I went to work um, in a private firm. I went to see how these things are being done outside of the school setting. Because the aim of the internship first is to even make you see or put your hands around things that you were not able to do within the school environment, which is the aim, right? So when I got to Lagos, I began to intern in a private clinic. I began to see things. That was when I even fell in love with the um, profession the more. I'm like, oh, really? So these things can be achievable in Nigeria? Oh, these things are being done. There are equipment I had never seen. That's why I tell you that things keep evolving. That's not that mindset or that thing you felt it was when your great grandfather went to the dental clinic that is in vogue at the moment. So there are a lot of things. That was when I started seeing a whole different light to this. And then I learned there's something called mobile service, mobile dental services. oh wow, so people at the comfort of their home, just like I'm seated in my studio like this, I can just have a dentist coming, a dental therapist coming, a dental professional coming just to check my teeth in my house, right? So I can actually get basic dental treatments done in my house. And that's how I got to know that, okay, I learned down. I kept learning. I kept putting it down. I kept, you know, just noting my experiences and all. Of course, everything didn't work out boom like that as I got back to Enugu. There was this time I came on a holiday here. So what I did was I had to just talk about on my platform that, oh, this can be done. You can take care of your teeth in your home and all of those things. And one person, a lady I remember then, told me she wanted my service. So what I used to do then, that was like 4 years ago, I used to take a certain amount of money. Then I was so excited because it was going to be my first paid, mobile dental job like that. And what I did, I prepared with the little equipments I had then. I think I've shared this on my platform, but it's good I share with you guys so that you just know that sometimes it's not always road. Then I used to carry one Jehovah Witness kind of bag. No insults or shades to any denomination, but that's the kind of bag I used to have, like a hang on like that. So I just carry like this with my small and petite body. I'm just moving people. I'm going for mobile service. So I got to these ladies. She actually saw me on Instagram, yeah, and then so people would get to believe me, as at that time I was starting off. They don't get to pay until I show up. I do everything for you, then you pay me. So it's no longer like that now. Now you have to make over 50%, payments to secure that appointment. If not, other people are waiting, right? So but I didn't start like that. So that day, I was so excited, dressed up, packed my things, and I arrived at her destination. I called her. She signaled me from upstairs and told me, okay, I should just come in or come up, right? So I went up to her room, opened the door. She just received me and all. And on entering her apartment, I just noticed, I'm kind of observant. I just noticed the facial expressions and all of that. So, but I didn't come to do facial expressions. I didn't come to look at your face. I came to take care of your teeth, and this is my major break. So as I thought. So when I was not asking her, so where do you prefer we set up and all? Because usually what we do is get there, just turn your home or studio or hotel, anywhere you give us, into a mini clinic, right, for the basic dental cleaning or service you want at that time. So she just told me, she was like, are these things you're carrying, are they sterile? Of course, I wasn't offended because anybody that is keen about their health, right, will have to ask some of those questions and be sure, that's what you're coming to give me. It's not because I want it in the house. You now come and give me anyhow kind of service. And I was cheerful around it. I told her, of course, they are sterile. I had to show her and all of those things. But then she wasn't convinced. She was like, are you really the person I saw on Instagram? Like, is it you? Is this person that I saw on Instagram? I had to go through my Instagram page and I was trying to show her, this is me with this celebrity, this is me with this person. Because this is where the people I had worked with, then in Lagos. And she still wasn't convinced. So she was like, and that she doesn't think we should go on. I'm like, yeah, like that. So I should carry my bag and be going just like that. Like I thought it was a joke at first, but as she kept saying it, that's how I knew. That was when I knew that what I don't pass Gary. I say Jehovah, hey, wait till carry me come here. Like I was disappointed, I was downcast, I was everything negative at that point in time. But that's the truth. The truth is that I had to zip up my bag, pack up my things, dust off, and I left. So one thing with me is that sometimes, or most times, I do self-evaluation. When I go back, I cried though. The truth is that I cried as I was going down the stairs. Tears were just rolling like this. I had to stay somewhere and put myself in order before I even went to look for a tricycle keke that will drive me to where I came from. Like, I was really hurt. Like, I was not telling God, Shay, you were the one that gave me this job. How come this small 10,000 I want to collect? How is it that everything is now turning like this? What did I do? Was I smelling? What did I do that this lady did not even allow me sit down, not to talk of setting up anything? You know, when I start having that thought or asking such questions, the truth is that I found solution. I found out that it was the way I appeared. That's what I found out at the end of the day. Of course, that I just had a short visit back to base from the internship I was doing back then in Lagos. So what I did was I just came to try out small from what I learned from Lagos, and it made me that when I went back again to Lagos, I had to calm down like this, and I learned how to deliver excellently. Perception people feel is a very, like, it's just there. No, it's a big deal for some people, especially for some Instagram ladies. They see you all prim and proper there, and you just appear to their home to offer a dental service, and you are looking like you just left a prison yard. It doesn't make sense. They're trying to say, this person that is looking like this, with this small bus like this, that is looking like she's coming from a shrine. Does she really know? Does she really, that perception, that doubt starts entering their mind and all. So all these things were the things I found out when I did the internal checks, and I found out there's something really missing here. Okay, Cassie, you need to put this in place. You need to replace this bag. You need to look for scrub. You don't have to be going to people's house looking normal. You have to look for scrub, yes. Beautiful designs, colorful designs of scrubs. As a dental professional that you are, your hairdo has to be intact, your makeup has to be intact. Even most times, people that tell you to take care of their teeth, and you're looking at their teeth and it's looking so dirty, and you're wondering, you that wants to go and clean my teeth, how is your own? All those things, you have to smell nice. So I have to tell myself the truth. Of course, talking to me. I have my own contributions to make and all of that. But then it didn't work as planned. And today I look back and I'm thanking God that that experience still hot. It was really hurting then, but I learned something from it. It helped me learn how to package the message God has given me through dentistry. It has to be worth it. So now when I go out to do mobile dentistry, or when I go to offer mobile services, home services to people, and I tell them my fee is XYZ, they don't look at you as though you are hungry. They know that you're worth it, right? And even the service, the way I come with my dental chair, come with everything that I need, my equipment, my box, and everything. You just know that this person is prepared. That this person is not just coming to do trial and error with you. And then again, asked myself, what kind of audience or what kind of people do you want to be doing this mobile dentistry for, or mobile service for? The truth is, everybody is not my target audience at this moment. No, I can come on this bigger space and talk about your teeth, talk about anything you need to know to everybody. But when it comes to treatments, when it comes to these services that I have to leave the comfort of our clinic or my home to go to your home, office, hotel, or anywhere to take care of you, you have to pay for it and pay well. So, but I didn't start here. I was just doing anyone. But at some point, with the platform I had back then, that I was able to work on some celebrities and all, my mindset just began to change, and I wanted a certain niche. I wanted a certain group of people to be the ones calling me for their dental, services. So I had to package these things People will tell you that there's some people I don't like to show off. If you call it show off, that's you. But to me, when I work on most of these celebrities, with their permission, of course, I get pictures, I get video testimonials from them. So when you see me with the likes of Aki, that's Mr. Chinedu Ikedieze, and he's saying, "Oh, this was the lady that took care of my teeth and all," you want to listen to me. You just know that this girl is trying. I never get there, but that this girl is trying. You see me with the likes of Mr. Harry B, the aged actor, but he's still very bubbly and all. You're like, oh, really, this girl? So those are the kind of people I want to be working on. I want to penetrate, because most times, as they are busy shooting films and musical videos, they don't even have that time. It's not like they don't know, but most of them don't even have that time to come to the clinic. So sometimes even where they are shooting on sets, they just give me a call. Okay, probably come here. Just like they do their props and all of those things, you take care of their teeth. Those are the kind of people I want to penetrate. It's not the people that will come and be pricing me 5,000. But I did not start here. So that's what I do. So I get their testimonials, I get their pictures, the pictures I have with them. Sometimes I just get them to write a review. If the person can make a video, person just write a review, just talk about me and what I did for you. Can I have an assistant? Oh my God. So I use those things. I leverage on those things, and even the time I worked on Dawn, Emeka Nobizan, the time I worked on Veronica's daughter of Port Harcourt. So those are the people. With them, there is certain kind of people that they command. Those people, when they see them, they believe, oh, if this lady can offer such service to this person, that means, oh, she's that good. Right, so those became my clients base, that like my target audience rather. So I began to use their pictures or their reviews to say, oh, okay, you can come, or I can do for you. So I'm not just coming to say I am the best dental therapist in town, I can give you what other dentists cannot give you and all of those things, because if you do it like that, you go chop again in this dental line, because it's against the medical ethics. We don't go out like that to do adverts and all of those things. So just find a way. There's really a way. You find a way. Tell yourself what are the kind of people I want to get their attention, and find a way. Tell yourself, have an honest meeting, self-examination with yourself. If you need to go and put your tenses, English, you used to put is where there is supposed to be was, your face is not looking welcoming, because there are some people that don't laugh. Me alone, just see me sometimes, maybe in functions and all, the way I'm smiling and all, it's inviting. You even want to talk to this person, not like the mean kind of faces. So you just begin to tweak things around and find a way around it, so that you get what you want at the end of the day, both the impact and the money, the moolah, right? I think this is okay. Oh my God.
Man, you have done great justice to this, Gloria. I'm very grateful that you were with us on this session. You are doing great justice to it. So, guys, please, you can still go ahead and share this live stream. All right, there's a share button beneath the live stream. Go ahead and share. All right, so Gloria, your final words as we call it a cut. We bring this Young and Earning Summit to a final close. Tell us your aspirations for 2023, and then your final words to all the young individuals who are yearning to make money legitimately. What should they do? Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I have to thank you, sir, for this opportunity, right? I didn't see it coming. I think it was few months back. I just put up something on my social media page, and I'm like, before this year runs off, I'm going to be seen on a major platform or something like that. And to me, this is the major platform. God works in different ways, and I'm so grateful because the people listening, watching, and people that are still going to watch or come across this, either from your page or mine or anywhere, or from the people sharing, you never can tell what can come from it. Recommendations can come and all of those things. So I'm really, really grateful. And then again, when I had to move my dates from the third, I think, to today being the last day, being the chief chief oga bata bata that will close this whole beautiful event, you guys still obliged me. I'm so grateful. Then my final words is this, you know as a young person, most times as you're trying out things, like if you listen from the beginning, there are a lot of things that you are not even sure or clear on about your life. The thing is that you have to learn to calm down sometimes. When you are doing the right things and things are not really working that same way, it could be, I always tell myself, there is a lesson for you to learn from that scenario. Now, if you put together some of the stories I've shared to you, like even from the disappointment of leaving library science, to dental therapy, or the one of the lady rejecting my service, to me going back without anything. I even wasted transport and all of those things. There were lessons there. There were lessons there. To me, for the ladies' own, was that I wasn't looking what I was charging at that time. I looked hungry. I looked horrible, and all those things. So first of all, you have to find out what you want to do. When you find out, be honest enough to tell yourself the truth when you're not doing the right thing. Sometimes people will tell you that they've done everything and it's not working. Sometimes you've not really done everything. That's the truth. You've not really done everything. And then again, it's not about jumping on every course you see out there, because there are a whole lot. You jump on this one, jump on that one. What I do part time is, even if it's one, I pick up that one. Or if I'm having a strategy session, with a coach on a particular line, I try to implement what that person is telling me first. Try it out before I jump to another person. That's me, right? So that I don't get to put my hands in so many things, and at the end of the day, I don't even have anyone that is working for me, right? So another thing is just tenacity. All these things don't come like this, so they don't just there are processes to things. There are processes to things, and me, I'm a sucker for learning. I love to learn. There are people, I'm intentional when, even on social media, the people I listen to, the people I give my airtime, people I watch, people I see their or read their post and all. You in fact, you won't even see me arguing somebody's marital issue. It has to be like this, like that, like this. If that is what you want to do and you're a blogger, is giving you money, okay, fine. But me, it's not it, right? So I don't go choking my mouth in most things that don't concern me like that. So that when the kind of clients I'm looking for try to vet me, because the truth is, people will vet you whether or not you know it. People will go to see what you are even up to. People will go back to your posts when you didn't have sense, to even see who you are or you've been doing, right? So I want to be found credible. And another thing I tell myself is excellence. People that have been opportune to listen to me, even my colleagues that care to listen, that they keep asking me, how do you do this mobile thing? How do you do this home service thing? Anything that is beyond the home service session that I'm not supposed to do in people's homes or offices, you never can find me do it. No matter the money you want to promise me. I love my integrity. I love to stick to the ethics of the profession. Not say, yeah, I know how to do this one, but already you know that it's wrong doing it at that place in that moment. Take for an example, you can't do tooth extraction. You shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't do it except you have the mobile equipment that aid for that. Maybe an x-ray. An ideal thing is when you even have a hole on your tooth, before any dentist does anything, is to take an x-ray of that tooth to see the position, to see what's the depth of the damage, so that they can know the best thing to do. So it's not just something you just come and sit down and I say, I know how to extract, even when I shouldn't be doing it. I'll just say, let me do it and collect sharp money. I love being honest in what I do. I'll tell you, this one you have to go to the clinic, or you have to come to the clinic. Our dentist will assess you, take the x-ray, and we have to know what else to do from the results we're able to get. So I don't really like all these cutting corners kind of thing. That is me. What do you want? That's what you should ask yourself. What do you want? If you want to be doing mago anyhow, I don't want people knowing me as, I know that lady, she's very good, but if she tells you she's coming by 9, forget it though, it's by 1 you will see her. No. When I book appointments with people, especially my client, the kind of people I work with, my target audience, I don't disappoint them. In fact, most times it's even me that will get there ahead of time. Probably if I give you 9 o'clock, I'm there 8:30, sometimes even before 8:30, relaxed, because I don't want anything putting me under pressure, waiting for you. So it's not that after paying me over 50%, you would then be calling me, hello, Gloria Kasi, where are you? And all of those things. No, I'll be the one even calling you that, reminding you that morning, even before we leave, that, oh, we are leaving, oh, we are close, oh, this one, oh, that one. And sometimes, sometimes people say it's not a Nigerian thing, but I want to be the change in this profession. I want to be the change. People say it's Nigerian thing and African time. I don't do it. If I will be late, I'll tell you. If I'm running late, you will know ahead of time that this XYZ is what is causing me come late, or this time may not be favorable for me. Please, can we change to another time? Not just be doing things anyhow because people don't pay you money now. It's not Nigeria. I know be Nigeria every day. We go disappoint now. That is my mantra. So what is it? And when people begin to find you reliable, people begin to find you truthful, honest. If you tell them it's white, they don't have to go and bring something microscope to really zoom and check, is this white or red, or is this girl trying to whine us, and all of those things. That is it for me, and it's been paying off. So as a young person hoping to have a platform tomorrow, hoping to be the change in one area of your life or the other, these are the things that have worked for me. Honesty, excellence. I believe that as a Christian that I am, my God is a God of excellence. Imagine how he did the creation of the world over how many decades ago, and we are still enjoying the things that he has created. We have never had to shut down the world in a day and say, God forgot to put the moon in place, so everybody go to bed, or he will just give us something that will make all of us sleep so that he will have to fix something else. That is an excellent person. He's only an excellent person, that can do that kind of thing. So I believe that if I call myself a Christian and Christ-like, I have to be excellent in what I do, right? Gradually, of course you will have loopholes, but keep working towards excellence. Keep working towards excellence. From the target audience you have, know the language that they need at every point in time to be able to get the most out of it. I'm hoping in 2023 that I would grace, of course, more platforms, both online and physically, talking about this message God has given me in dental care. I believe I'm going to write more books, meet more people, travel more. I love to travel, right? Travel more with this same message. Right, this message will feed me, or if it will feed me very well. In fact, we wake up one morning in one wonderful country and we are like, I know this girl from Don Emeka Snowby's page one time ago. That is how I want the goodness of the message I have to take me far and wide, for good. That is what I'm hoping for starting from 2023. More ebooks, more clients that really will appreciate what I do and book, their mobile services. And then again, in 2023, we will be having our physical dental clinic. Okay, dental will be having a physical dental clinic, God willing. So 2023, hopefully, God is already helping us. I'm not just saying this as a wishful talk. Things are already being put in place so that the things I'm saying can come out. So you don't just wish, you don't just stay there and be wishing. As you're saying it, you're also finding ways to put the things you need to put in place so that everything can align. So even God, as God wants to put hand in the matter, that is where He has to put hand, because He is God. There are things He can never do for us as humans. He has empowered us, giving us the brain, giving us the resources that we need to do everything we need to do at every point in time. So you don't go expecting God to do for you what He has already given you the ability to do. Right? I hope you're able to balance that. Thank you for listening and thank you for being our guest in this beautiful session.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gloria. You have really done justice to this. We've done
Thank
1
you,
hour,
sir.
22 minutes, and it looks like as if we're not tired
Yeah.
at all. But we have to bring this Young Minute Summit to a final
Yes, to
close.
be clear.
Thank you. God bless you, Gloria. I
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to greater works
You,
for you
sir.
in the coming year. I hope that you will
Thank you,
visit the city of
sir.
Port Harcourt again so that we can have
Hopefully.
some of your hand touch our teeth again to make us, shine brighter and brighter. Thank you. And to tell you the absolute truth, I've been sticking to what you told me. Every 6 months, I usually go for my everything that you have asked me to be doing to my teeth. Thank you so much, Gloria, for
Thank you
being on
so
this
much,
session.
sir. Thank
All right.
you.
So,
Thank you.
guys, from me to you all, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the amazing work that you've done by sharing these live streams and by being part of these live streams. Thank you and thank you again. So, from me to everyone, hopefully in the year 2023, we will bring Young and Earning Summit again, where we'll be also exposing other young individuals who are doing amazing work in Nigeria, right? From the north to the west to the east to the south. We hope that their lives will continue to be blessings to the lives of other individuals, and more things will be happening in the year 2023. So, bye from me here in the city of Port Harcourt to everywhere that you are. Goodbye, and
Yeah.
God bless you, and thank you for being part of Young and Earning Summit. Till I see you again, and be with you again on this summit in the year 2023. Stay put, stay healthy, and God bless you all. Goodbye.
Thank you.